Guys doing this is very important in reference to the situation. The satellite man's still hitting me in the face and teeth. My genetics didn't come from where you came from, government man. My teeth are real. My genetics came from my mother and father's genetics. You don't own me. I'm not your child. I'm not your slave. You don't own me. I'm not under any contract with you, and you would not have any right damaging my teeth. Do you understand? In reference to my Beverly Hills dentist, there was a contract with my mother and father in reference to dentistry. So you're violating that contract in reference to the contract of my dentist that's been my dentist for over 45 years, or the activity of services. I'm not your child. My teeth didn't come from Indiana. My teeth came from my mother and father's genetics. My teeth are real. They're my birthrights. They're my teeth, not yours. My anatomy did not come from where you were born, government man. Where I was born is documented. I was born on my mother and father's property. You don't own me. You don't own any of my teeth. My teeth are not the same race as your race. My teeth are from my mother and father's genetics. You have no right damaging my teeth. You won't ever have any right touching me or damaging anything on my body. You don't own me. I'm not your child. You don't have the same genetics as me. You're not the same race as me. You don't own anything about my anatomy. You don't own anything about my life. You're not the owner of who I am. The Royal Protocol in the media is a documentation of my identity and who my parents are, and it doesn't include you, government man, in your satellite mutilation of people's faces and teeth. You don't own me. I'm not your child. You don't own America. You don't own who I am. You don't own nothing of who I am or who my parents are. You don't own my DNA type. You don't own my blood type. You don't own nothing about me. You have no right damaging my teeth. You won't ever have any right, and you have to get prosecuted for what you have done. And your people had kidnapped me from California. Your activity in the history of your abuses, you are violating my dentist. You're violating my reputation. You're violating my family history. You're violating family law. I am not your child. You don't have a right damaging my teeth and trying to make my teeth look like your family. You don't have a right trying to put your hereditary problems or whatever problems you have in your family. You don't have no right touching my cat either. You better go into court. I am not your child. You have no right damaging my anatomy. You have no right stealing from my anatomy. My parents didn't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing, dirty government man. You are a terrorist. You have no right burning on me with your satellite. You have no right touching me. I don't have a criminal record. And if you tried to put anything criminal on my record, you can get the death penalty. You tried to murder me with your mistaken identity tricks and trying to call my face and teeth fake when they are not fake. They are real. And you tried to play Photoshop, changing pictures and changing videos and trying to claim that you thought they were your videos, claiming you thought you were me when you are not. You need to go into court for all your goddamn lies. You have no right damaging my face or teeth. You have no right stealing my blood. You have no right stealing my sperm. I am not your child. You are not any relative of mine. And you would not have a right terrorizing my life, government man. And they hit me in the teeth just now, too. Multi-trillion-dollar lawsuit against the government again. You have no right touching me. No right burning on me, government man. You better go into court, you fucking terrorist. You have no connection to who I am. You are not a friendly person. You are not a friend of mine. And they wouldn't be doing these things to me. They wouldn't be doing these things to me. You better quit trying to make me stutter. You're violating my education. You're violating speech class. You're violating universities. Who the hell are you? You need to get impeached from your fucking position. You have no right being in an American government. You're terrorizing Americans. You're terrorizing this country. You're terrorizing me. You better go into court, you fucking terrorist.